This is my project on products and quotients of rational expressions, and I'm going to walk you through some problems. So, as you see here, we have 3x4 over 4 divided by 9x over 10. So, you can't actually divide fractions, so what you're going to have to do is follow the formula up here, which is a over b divided by c over d. It's going to equal a over b times d over c. So you're going to switch the division to multiplication and switch the second two numbers around. So here we'll take 3x4 over 4 times 10 over 9x. And so you can start to simplify this by, well, 3x4, you can cross that out, and you can just put 1x4. And down here, so 3 goes into 9 3 times, so you can cross this out, and you can just put 3x. And this is still 1x4, so you can cross out this x, and then you can just make this x3. So that is now 1x3, and this is now just 3. So the 4 and the 10 also, 2 can go into both of them, so you can make this 2 and this 5. So the final answer to the question would be 5x3 over 6. That is our final answer to the first problem. So for our second problem, we have 10x2 over 14 divided by 15x over 7. So just like the last one, we can't divide it, so we're going to have to switch around these two numbers here. So what we're going to have to do is have 10x2 over 14, and we switch this division to multiplication, so it'll be times 7 over 15x. So the 7 and the 14, this can turn into a 2 because 7 goes into 14 twice, and 7 into 7 is just 1. So 10x2 and 15x. So we can make this into 2x squared. We make this into 3x. And we can cancel out this x and just make this 2x. So our final answer to this problem would be 2x over 6 for our final answer. So as you can see here, we have our first multiplication problem. x2 plus 1 over x plus 1 times x2 plus 3x plus 2 over 3x2 plus 3. So our first step is just going to be bringing this problem down. x2 plus 1 over x plus 1. And we're going to have to take a look at both the numerator and the denominator over here. So the denominator first. 3x2 plus 3, that contains the GCF, so down here we can simply write 3x2 plus 1. And when you solve x2 plus 3x plus 2, you will then get x plus 1, x plus 2. So there's a few things that can cancel over here. x2 plus 1, x2 plus 1. Both sides contain that, so they can cancel out x plus 1 and x plus 1. Both sides contain x plus 1, so they can also cancel out. We will then be left with x plus 2 over 3 as our final answer to the first multiplication problem. So here we have the second multiplication problem. We have 6a3b over 15xy4 times 10x2 y3 over 9a b4. So we can take 3 because 3 goes into both 6 and 9, and we can make this a 2 and this a 3, and 5 for these two. 5 goes into 10 2 times, and 5 goes into 15 3 times. So if we move this down, 2a3b over 3x y4 times 2x2 y3 over 3ab4. So we can do a lot of simplifying with the exponents. So b4, we can cross this out and just make this b3 and get rid of this b completely. So a3 and a, we can get rid of this a and just make this a2. So then we will have just 3b3. And up here, we will have 2a2. So these two here, we have 2x2, and here we have 1x. So if we cross this out, that's just simply 2x. And this, we just completely rid of that x. So here you see y3. If we cross out the y, then we just have y1 down here. So now it's just simple multiplication. So we will have we will have 4a2 x, and then we will have over 9yb3. This has been my Algebra 2 final on the products and quotients of rational expressions.